Afternoon adventurers. For lunch today I'm going to make a nettle and wild garlic omelette. The ingredients you'll need for the omelette are as follows. You'll need 2 eggs, onion. I've only used 1/4 of an onion because I'm only making one and I like a lot of onion, so you don't have to use onion. Some grated cheese, some nettles from the garden, and some wild garlic from my walk today with the dogs. The other things you'll need are a frying pan and some oil. I use a squirty one because I don't like it too much. When you're foraging or out and about, wild garlic or ramsons look like this. So you can see they've got a really beautiful white flower. Okay, with lots of little star-shaped flowers. This is what the flower buds look like when they're about to bloom. And you can see they've got lovely wide shaped leaves like this. Now you'll know that you've got the wild garlic because when you pick it or when you walk through it, it has a very, very strong garlic smell. Okay, these can be confused a little bit with lily of the valley. So before you eat anything, make sure you know exactly what it is. Also, when you're picking it, only take 1 or 2 leaves. Leave the rest for the animals and other people who might like to make the same omelette. My next foraged ingredient is nettle. These are some of the unsung heroes of the wild plants. They provide homes for butterflies, they provide food for their caterpillars, they're a safe place for insects to lay their eggs. These lovely seeds, which you'll see later in the year, are really, really high in vitamins. So, I don't know if your mums and dads eat chia seeds and have them on their cereal. These have the same nutritious value as those, so dry them or just take them straight off the plant and pop them on your cereal. Be careful when you're picking the nettles, you'll need gloves, okay, because you could get stung. Don't worry, they're not stingy when they've been cooked. When you're cooking with wild plants, make sure when you're foraging for them that you pick plants that are away from roads and where people walk their dogs. When you get them home, make sure you wash them thoroughly. What I'm doing with the nettles, I'm just pinching off the leaves. Okay, you can leave the tips whole if you like. There you go. So keep going. I'm wearing gloves to prepare these with because they are very young and they're still quite stingy. When preparing wild garlic, it's actually better just to shred it instead of just tear it into little pieces, instead of using a knife and just shred them. So use your fingers and use your pinchy fingers and shred and shred and shred. I've only used 2 leaves because the garlic is actually a very strong flavour and smell. Okay, after I've done that, broken the eggs, gonna beat them up. You can add a little bit of pepper and salt if you want to, and then you're ready to cook. Okay, you need to make sure that you heat your oil in your frying pan. You put your hand over, see if it's getting hot. And then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fry your onions. Cook your onions until they're starting to brown off like these. And then add your garlic and your nettle. Spread them out evenly because this is what you're going to coat with your eggy mixture. Pour over the egg, get it all over the pan. and tilt your pan so it's all coated. To make sure you get all the egg cooked nicely, use your spatula and get the egg to flow into the spaces that you create, if it will. This is at this point you add your cheese. And let it melt. Spread it all out, make sure it's nice. And then cook your omelette until all the egg is set on the top. Okay, once your cheese has started to melt, you can fold your omelette over, like so. And then you can dish. Your omelette will be ready and should look a little bit like this. It doesn't look so appetizing in the video, but believe me, it tastes absolutely delicious. Enjoy!